A few years later in 2010, I stumbled upon a document, a quitclaim from Jacob Heminway. So Yale was founded in November of 1701. And in March of 1702, Jacob Heminway paid 30 or 60 shillings to Abraham Pearson, the first rector of Yale, and became the first student of Yale College. Now, the seventh president of Yale College was Ezra Stiles, who was a famous historian, a famous preacher, and he was prolific as a writer and a diary individual. And Reverend Jacob Heminway, who had a church in New Haven, in East Haven, told this Yale seventh president that he, quote, was soulless, was all the college the first half year. So up until the 1750s, the early days of Yale College were pretty murky. And Jacob Heminway, his church is still in New Haven, East Haven. And I emailed them a few days ago to send me his portrait from 125 years ago, but I never got a response. But there's no known portrait of Jacob Heminway that exists. This is only the second quitclaim which exists of Yale's first son. What's most interesting about Jacob Heminway is that he had 9 brothers and sisters, and his elder brother Abraham, who was 6 years older than him, is the fifth great grandfather. And I'll give you a second to figure out who that photo is on the right hand side, but is the fifth great grandfather of Ernest Hemingway. And Ernest Hemingway's family would, as a family lore, would pass down that it was also told the family legend that the first student at Yale was a Hemingway. And you can read that in Ernest Hemingway's sister's memoir, Marcellian Hemingway Sanford, where the family would always say, we were descended from the first student of Yale College. And Jacob Heminway and his second wife are quitting claim to her, Sarah Hemingway's first husband's estate. He died, had an estate of about 6,000 shillings, and he left about 5 shillings to his daughter, his only daughter, because she had married a gentleman who was a member of the Church of England, which he had frowned upon.